Blast, and one of our dear friends, Allie's joining me. She's going to be here also in the 9:30 show because we've got some fun treats coming up, right? That's going to be in our Facebook Live only show coming up at 9:30.
Yes.
But we're actually going to make soaps.
We're going to make soap.
I'm
so excited. Handmade soap.
This is so clever.
It's so fun. And honestly, the problem is like, you know, I don't know if you're trying to make it, but you've got complicated chemicals. You've got like double boiler. You're pouring things. You're risking getting burned. And this is the safest, easiest way to make custom soaps. You're gonna wanna make them for everything: bridal showers, baby showers, gifts, Easter, Mother's Day. Let's get started. Okay, so first of all, the kit comes with some soap base, the machine, right? Comes with colorants, which is not usually included, so that's special. And it comes with a mold right here that you can use.
And so this is your base.
That's your base. So
let me show it again, guys. There's the base, there's the colorants, this is the mold, this is the machine.
Yep, everything you need to get started. So I'm gonna grab the pink colorant, and we're just gonna put a few drops. I've already melted the soap base.
So you plug it in.
Plug it in, turn it on, and put your soap base in and let it start to melt. Okay, we're just gonna put a little bit in there, and then I'm just gonna take a stir stick. We're gonna stir it up. We're gonna get a nice pink color in here. And then we're gonna just release it into the mold. Now that's the trick, is this is your hopper. You can get about 6 ounces of liquid soap out of this, okay? So once we've stirred that all up, we're ready to now just release it. So all you have to do is turn this little spigot down here, and it fills up the mold.
That's awesome.
I mean, that couldn't get easier, right? You just let it fill up. Safe, nobody's getting burned, nothing's spilling. You're just letting it fill up, okay? So once you've done that, you're gonna just let it cool off. And once it cools off, all you have to do is twist off your base, push it out, and you've got
that.
Okay, this is like a swirly kind of striation type of thing that we did. So I mean, you can have all kinds of fun. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is how to do, we've got glycerin soap. So we've got additional soap bases that you can use. They're 2 different kits. One's got lavender and honey. Olive oil, and the other one's got honey and just the plain white base, more of the plain white base.
And again, this is 4 pounds each.
Yeah,
so you can
that's
order
a lot.
these. You're ready to go out of the gate, but these are extras if you want to pick them up with those great little scents, which are beautiful.
So then what you're gonna do is this is a different kit with extra molds that you can get, and we're gonna just pop this one under here, and we're gonna just put some of the olive oil.
So clever.
In there. Okay, so this is the olive oil. So it's clear, it's a glycerin soap, which is super fun. So I'm just gonna let that fill up a little bit. And the nice thing is these are all natural ingredients, Suzanne. So if you're worried about like chemicals and, you know, harsh dyes and all kinds of things, these are all skin safe, they're natural. So that makes it really comforting, you know, to know that you're not putting weird stuff on your skin. Okay, so I've got glycerin in here, the olive oil. So I'm just gonna put like a couple drops, just a little teeny bit. And here's the fun part, is we're just gonna swirl this around and just make cool designs, right? So you can just kind of swirl that around, and that's easy to do. Anybody could do that, right? Nothing fancy. And then we've got this one here that's already dry, so you let that cool. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this over. I'm gonna move this one out of the way while that cools. And we're gonna pull this over, and we're gonna add some of that pink that we already did on top of this. So you can do layers, you know, you can do multiple layers. So now we're gonna have a glycerin soap, and we're gonna have this white soap base, and it's gonna look really pretty. We probably ran out because I filled that one up pretty full. But that's good enough, so you can get the idea.
So it's like layers of cake.
It's layers, yes. You let it dry, exactly. And so once that dries, this is what you've got. So you've got the nice swirly soap on top and the pretty pink on the bottom, all natural. You've got the olive oil plus the white soap base, and it's perfectly natural and beautiful. And you can gift it to anyone.
That's very, wait, can you just show them some of the finished ideas?
Oh my gosh, yes, please, please.
So
Take a look at these. So this is a flower, these are flower molds. So these are the 3 shapes that you're gonna get. And look how beautiful those are for spring. Wouldn't that be great for a bridal shower or for Mother's Day, you know, or anything like that? And you can make all kinds of different, we've got that in the glycerin and the honey right here, so you can see the different colors that you can do. We added some flower petals to this one. You can add all kinds of of things. Then you've got your rectangle bar, okay? And this one is so fun. We just did some soap shavings, just kind of with a vegetable peeler, and included those inside the glycerin. And here's another one where we just did little discs and included those inside. Super fun. And then we've got the round mold, just your basic round shape, and we put some dried flowers in.
That's
okay,
cool.
Isn't that pretty? And look how gorgeous gift, right? And then here's some fun ways next to that of how to wrap. Like if you can take a look at some of those.
So
look how pretty. Look, put that in a shell.
Oh,
you know,
look,
we've mixed the glycerin and it looks like a beach.
I mean,
Isn't
and think
that
about that for the
beautiful?
little wedding gifts. If you wanted just little, people are coming to your home, thank you gifts, teacher gifts. It'd be so much fun to make your own soaps. And it's something they'll really use and love. And think about it too, how much do you spend going out and getting those custom made soaps? You spend a lot of money and they'll shave a bar off for it and you're like, okay, $15 later. Or you buy this collection and literally use it for years and really custom make your own.
Exactly.
I'll tell you one of my favorite soaps, and I thought about it. My husband bought it for me and he went to a store and it was very fancy. It was a soap and they had taken, near here we have literally the sponge capital of the world. It's Tarpon, Florida. And what they did is they made the soap, but before it was hardened, they stuck a piece of natural sponge in there.
Ooh.
So when you use it, you're getting the sponge and the soap at the same time. So when I saw this, I thought, oh my gosh, I could do this for pennies.
Yes.
And people, I'm like, I love this sponge soap. It's so awesome.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna cost you, these are gonna cost you $10 easily if you buy them, you know, in a store or online. Which, I mean, you can make, what, 6 bars of soap and you've already paid for the machine, you know, or whatever it is. So, I mean, take a look at some of these bar soaps over here. Aren't those gorgeous?
You guys. I love it.
those.
And look at that. I love how they've embedded.
Yeah, there's some rosebuds, there's lavender buds.
Look at, oh look.
Yep, so we do have a lavender scented soap as well, and it smells delicious.
Look at that.
Absolutely beautiful.
And you know what's really funny? It's very easy to do now. Because you're right, if you ever tried making soap before, like, it's kind of a hot mess.
It is a hot mess. It's
literally.
hot mess, it's dangerous, and there's weird chemicals involved.
And you're trying to do it on the stove top.
Yep.
And you really don't know what the temperature should be.
No,
and I like the machine because you literally turn it on and it's the perfect temperature, right?
Exactly. Now, a couple things to point out about this is you've got a light that tells you when the power's on and when it's heating up. So you know that it's hot, so you know that you need to, just not touch the inside of your hopper, right? Okay. The other thing is this is adjustable. So you can, if you've got glycerin soap, you're going to keep it a little lower. If you've got the regular white soap base, it's gonna go all the way up to high. So you can adjust it depending on the kind of soap base that you're using. The other thing I love is it actually maintains the temperature. So it will shut off, turn back on, shut off, turn back on. So it maintains that temperature exactly where it needs to be for the soap. So again, no guesswork, no wondering how in the world you're gonna make this safely. You know, I mean, it's kid friendly, grandkid friendly. You could totally do it together.
And because it's soap, obviously the cleanup is really easy because it's soap.
Exactly. So let's talk about that for a second. So when you're cleaning out the hopper, you're gonna drain it completely. While it's still warm, I like to put on an oven mitt, and then I just take a paper towel and just wipe the soap out.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. Super easy.
And I mean, this is kind of years and years of fun. Now, this is brand new. We're $30 off tonight. And trust me, this is a completely exclusive configuration. You get the mold, you get the 3 colorants, you're gonna get the glycerin to start with, and you get the machine. Think about getting the additional pieces, including, I love the other molds.
Oh,
and they literally just pop out. You just could not ask for, you couldn't ask for a more fun, easier way to really be creative and really create some cool gifts that maybe you didn't think about doing before. Allie, she's joining me 9:30.
Yes.
It's HSN Gets Crafty with